After allowing 1 earned run on 5 hits and no walks while striking out 6 in 7 innings, Matt Garza has now won his last 4 starts, giving up just 1 earned run in each while striking out 29 in 30 innings. He's one of the bigger names out there on the trading block, and a move to a contender will only enhance his fantasy value. You know who's in fuego? Luke Scott. Scott entered Monday's game hitting .377 with 10 RBI over his last 17 games, with 11 extra base hits over that span, and he drilled a home run in his first at-bat last night. You think anyone's ever told him that negative of a soul patch doesn't look right? Don't look now, but Ben Revere is becoming an extremely relevant fantasy player. Monday, the Speedster went 3 for 5 with 2 runs and a stolen base. He's now hitting .300 on the year, and with 21 thefts, he's turning into someone that can make a difference for you in the second half. Bartolo Colon continued an amazing streak, winning at Pittsburgh, moving to 12-3. He allowed just 1 run over 7 innings for his 11th straight start of at least 6 innings, giving up 3 or fewer runs. Now, according to Elias, that's tied for the second longest such streak for the A's in the live ball era. Colon commented on his success through an interpreter, saying, "I've never had a year like this. It's amazing what PEDs can do." And closing out Colon's game was Grant Balfour with his 23rd save of the year and 41st in a row, surpassing Dennis Eckersley's team record. You don't normally hear Balfour's name when we talk about elite fantasy closers, but that doesn't mean he isn't one. While the Yankees have not announced any plans to bring Derek Jeter off the DL, expect the Yankee captain to be back in pinstripes sooner than you might have thought. Jeter's been lobbying for a return to the Yankees immediately, claiming that he's ready to go, and manager Joe Girardi has hinted at the possibility of a weekend return. Matt Kemp was placed on the 15-day DL with inflammation in the joint of his left shoulder. He'll be out until late July, and depending on your league's trade deadline, you may only have a very short period of time to determine whether you want to trade him or trade for him. Ryan Howard will be out up to 2 months with a torn meniscus in his knee. So he gets to collect another $10 million the second half for doing bupkis, and the power surge you were hoping for to carry your team just went up in smoke. Alexi Ogando is scheduled to make his second rehab start on Saturday as he recovers from shoulder inflammation, and he should be ready to go after the All-Star break. Jacoby Ellsbury is listed as day-to-day after spraining his left wrist this weekend. At this point, he's not expected to go on the DL. And Pat Mayo favorite Yasmani Grandal will have to undergo surgery to repair damage to both his ACL and MCL. He's done for the season, folks. Larry in Aberdeen, Maryland writes, "Mike, I'm worried that Chris Davis entering the home run derby might mess up his swing for the second half. What should I do?" Hey, how about I just call him and ask him not to do it? Look, every swing the guy takes at the plate is as if he's in the home run derby. This is probably more appropriate for him than anyone else, so don't lose any sleep over it. For those of you in keeper leagues or near the bottom of the standings, it's time for you to make a decision. Be honest with yourself. If there isn't a realistic possibility for you to pass everyone in front of you, go ahead and try to trade for the best keepers for next season before someone else does. You can still have fun watching your players play in the second half, and the stud players you're giving away, well, they weren't helping you anyway. For RotoExperts, I'm Mike Cardano.